What is up, everybody? Your boy Pyro. Today, we have ourselves a community pick. Somebody dropped this as a request in the YouTube comments. We threw it in a list and let our Discord community vote and decide what we check out. And so this got voted in, and I don't know much about it. It's from 81, 16 songs, 26 minutes and 15 seconds. So it doesn't seem like it's too long at all. I do believe this is a hardcore punk band, though. I believe from Indianapolis. Okay, Midwestern. Let's go. Again, I have no clue about what kind of sound we're getting into here, but I have really been digging some 80s hardcore lately. Minor Threat, Dead Kennedys, Bad Brains. Not something I expected to get into, to be honest with you, just because I'm definitely a little bit more into more melodic sounds. But yeah, it's been fun. So let's see what we can. I don't know. Vicious Circle's first track. Let's get it. That gave me some Vandals vibes pretty hard. And I'm not a huge Vandals fan. Not a huge fan of the Vandals, but that's okay. Obviously, that's just an intro. There was some interesting sound effects, especially for like 81. Vocal effects as well that they threw in there in the mix. I mean, it was fun. Let's go with like a 5-5. Amphetamine Addiction. We're good. Okay. Nothing really here grabbed me per se, especially lyrically. I've never really struggled with, drugs or addiction of any sorts. But I would say that obviously it's an important topic. Nonetheless, the guitar tone was nice in here, and some of the phrasing here really reminded me of the Descendants, actually, which I believe came after this. Chronologically, pretty sure I know they were early 80s too. I'll have to look that up, but yeah, that's what this kind of reminded me of a little way. Let's go with I don't know, fives. This is probably 5 around that 5 area for me as well. New Generations, get it? Let's get it. Okay, this one's definitely a little more my style. I put this one like mid-6s. I really like the rhythm. The drums popped out to me. The guitar popped out to me. Nothing like crazy extensive, but like just really nicely put together, in my opinion. So I'll put that in a playlist for sure. Dirty Alleys and Dirty Minds is the next track. Okay, this one I found a little amusing just because vocally it was like if I love when I'm listening to, especially like punk or metal, because it seems to really irritate people, but it reminds me of another artist outside of the said genre. But this one reminded me of the vocalist from Great White a little bit for some reason during this whole song. So it was like Great White went punk to me. Shit. This one didn't really grab me at all either, but it also wasn't like, I don't know. This one's probably going to be a flat 5 for me. Civilization's Dying. Okay, I dug this one for sure. I liked the chorus was pretty tight. The instrumental was solid all the way around. There's some nice flow here, nice melody as well. Even let's go with a we're gonna go with a 7.3 on that one. That was really solid. Living in the 80s is next. Okay. So while I'm not a huge fan of the sound thus far, we're only 6 songs in, excuse me. So it sometimes takes a little bit to warm up. However, I will say I'm seeing a lot of things that I've seen later bands do here and almost done just as good. This song had some like a lot of what I hear from Turnstile, especially in the hardcore area of Turnstile. This song kind of had that incorporated to it, so that's rather intriguing, for sure. I'm gonna go with like a 5.8, 5.9 here. The song itself was all right, but I like that vibe. I'm gonna put it in a playlist to see if it grows on me a little bit. Drug Free Youth is the next one. The songs definitely don't overstay their welcome. This, obviously was pretty repetitive, though, for sure. Even for a minute long. I don't know why this is decided today to be stupid. Like, it's only letting me open it in show. Oh my God. Everything's got to be full screen. Okay, so we don't have lyrics on here at the moment. That's fine. We can look at them like this. Yeah, that's not going to let me scroll any further. Awesome. Another reason to hate Spotify. Just another one. Okay, so there was clearly some lyricism going on here for sure. But what I kept hearing was Drug Free Youth. Shoot. This is okay as well. This is kind of middle ground for me still. It's not necessarily bad. The production's actually pretty solid too for the time frame as well. This one, it just didn't quite grab me. Probably in the 5s as well for that one. Down the Drain. Drain. The bass in this one carried pretty heavily, but there was just a lot of things that were in kind of odd areas sound wise. And it made it really unique for sure. Let's go with a 6 on that one. I enjoyed that one. I'll put it in a playlist. Out of Style. Okay, so obviously we just went through 2 songs, but they flowed together pretty seamlessly. I had repeat on for the entirety of this album, and then for some reason it turned itself off on that song, on Out of Style. This both, I mean, they kind of didn't really bother me either way. They kind of sounded a little bit similar for sure, but man, I don't know. This is again, the production stuff's really nice, especially for a DIY hardcore band from the 80s. I expected a lot worse, but also there's just nothing really grabbing me per se. Those are both probably in the middle ground as well, to be honest with you. 4 Centuries is number 11. Okay, actually, I enjoyed that one. The lyrics, I don't know if they were just speaking to me a little bit more than the. Again, I'm just pulling from a little that I'm catching, but the sound just, for some reason, just hit me a little different in this one. Maybe I'm warming up to it. I don't know. Let's go with a 6-2 on that one. High Time.
Take a look at my, hey, yo, yo. I'm really
know what it was about this track, but I liked where the vocals were. The lyrics were pretty fun. That THC, you got to watch out for that THC. Might have too much fun. This one's a 7. I really, really, really enjoyed this. I think it's a great track. Also, I saw their label name here is Secretly Canadian, which is just funny as hell. That's good stuff. That's good stuff right there. Charles Place. Sorry. Okay, that one, I don't know. That one didn't quite do anything for me. That's 5s. That might even be a little under a 5 for me, but we'll put it at a flat 5 at the moment. Trying Harder.
They were playing much too loud.
I thought this was a really good track. I like the melody here and also the trying harder bit. Honestly, liked it a lot. It did wear itself out a little bit by the end of the track. However, that could also just be that this is the only track on this album that's 3 minutes, so it just felt a lot longer than the other songs. But it's going in a playlist for sure. 6.5. These final two tracks, I don't know if these final two tracks were actually on the original LP. If for those of you who are huge fans of Zero Boys, let me know for sure about She Said Goodbye and Slam and Worm. But the website I'm looking at didn't have these listed on the OG album. But regardless, we're going to hit them today real quick. 2 songs, 4 extra minutes. You know what I mean? She Said Goodbye. This one honestly reminded me of more of like a classic rock song, just in a lot short, like condensed, obviously, pretty heavily and a little more faster pace as well, fitting the genre. But lyrically and stuff, that's what it kind of reminded me of. Let's go like a 6.2 on that one. I think I'll add that in a playlist as well. Slam and Worm, final track here. We'll talk about the album after.
So
Okay. Wasn't a huge fan of that track, to be honest with you. There were some interesting instrumental bits in there, but yeah, I don't know. Just a little too repetitive, I guess. Okay, so let's talk about the album as a whole. First off, I love that it is not real long. 26 minutes. It does have a long track listing, 16 songs, but that's not really a problem when you're looking at 26 minutes. These songs kind of just go. Um, Even though some of my reactions for the songs themselves were pretty underwhelming, and a lot of these kind of fell in the mid category, um, the sound itself is really, really impressive for this era, like, of music. So that gets huge points from me personally. The production and mixing were solid. Still had like a DIY ethic, at least to my ears, but yet also felt like they tried to put stuff in certain areas and made it sound pretty good. Honestly, it's really easy listening for '80s hardcore punk, if you ask me. Most of the stuff just kind of fell a little bit in the middle for me, and I think that's really the only thing negative I can say about it. The vocals uh, really remind me of somebody. Like I said, there was times I felt like it had like the vocals for Great White, and like that's so weird to put into a punk sound, but it really worked regardless. Man, yeah, the sound itself impressed me, even if it wasn't up my alley. To be totally honest with you, we have several songs that have made a playlist here. Good 8 of them. She said goodbye, trying harder, high time, forced entry, down the drain, living in the '80s, civilizations dying, and new generation. I don't know why, but high time really stuck out to me. That was like a lot of fun. Civilizations dying was really good too. What's Let me look at my ratings here. I wrote them down. 70. Yeah, Civilization's Dying is probably my favorite. And it looks like my least favorite was probably Charles Place. Probably Charles Place. Yeah, even I don't know. Hmm. So where to rate this? Because I don't think this is necessarily a bad album just because I have several songs that just kind of felt in the midway, especially with a lot of the songs being around a minute long. You know what I mean? It's hard for me to dock a lot of points for it. I still say this would be a good album, and I think that I'd come back to this album as well, even though I didn't fully enjoy the sound. We'll see if those 8 songs kind of warm up on me a little bit more, and then like I feel like if I dig the sound more, coming back to this record, it could definitely grow. I'm gonna go with a like 6-1 here. I do think it's a good album. I think it had enough tracks on here on the positive side that it got it out of that middle ground for me. It gets some extra points as well just because of the mixing and the sound itself for being 81 and being a hardcore punk. Did not expect this. So that's rather interesting for sure. Comparatively to some of the other 80s stuff that I've heard, I think I'd probably still take My Bad Brains and Dead Kennedys, even Minor Threat maybe over this. But I could see myself coming back to this album for sure. And yeah, just no, I think this is gonna grow on me more for sure. Regardless, shout out to Vicious Circle. I know they pretty much broke up right after they put this out, if I'm remembering correctly. I did take a glance at the wiki, the old Wikipedia, after the album got picked, but I didn't go into, a whole bunch of extensive research. So if you have you're like, oh, you should know this about the band, those kind of comments, I honestly like those quite a bit when people do that. And it also reminds me to go back to a band. Sometimes you'll see that I'll see comments on stuff I'd reacted to like a year or two ago, and it'll remind me about the band, and then it might take me and lead me down a little bit of rabbit hole of learning and come back to the band as well. So that's solid. Wait a second. So it says here the label is Nimrod, but the copyright is secretly Canadian on on the old streaming service here. I don't know. I'm not sure about that. Maybe Nimrod purchased them later, and the original copyrights was secretly Canadian, but it says production rights as well. 81. Well, if you know anything about that, also drop that in the comments. Again, this is supposed to be pretty, first reactionary of the stuff. The songs and album itself, and the band for that matter, because I've not even checked out one song from these guys yet. So now I can say that I've not only checked out a song, but an entire album. I would come back into this no sweat. Shout out to our community for making me listen to this. And shout out to whoever dropped the album itself as a request on YouTube. Appreciate you. I'm Pyro. I hope you enjoyed the reaction, the review. You can like my content and hit subscribe if you want to help support. Or you can check out the Patreon down in the comments. Or it's also in the description. A little all over the place today. Also in the description, you can make us listen to music and skip wait times. But if you also have requests that you're like, hey, I got a whole lot of quiche and strictly albums, I don't do song requests. But if you have an album that you want to request, I'll throw that in the community list for sure. And let our Discord bicker over that. We throw up a vote once every month. Every few weeks, maybe, depending on how much time we got, and let them decide like 1 out of 6 albums. And this was the lucky one for out of those 6. So again, shout out to them. I appreciate you guys, and until next time, toodaloo.